Everything's all jacked up this morning. Man, my apologies, guys. What's going on? Vega here from SerpentX Special Forces. Literally, just woke up. My bad. Starting screen or starting soon. Features and a couple things don't work. My apologies. So I got to get everything set up. What happened was I moved to a 12 terabyte hard drive rather than my 4 terabyte hard drive, and the content that was linked into OBS was moved around. I was doing all that last night, cleaning up the computer because I've been having an issue. For some reason, I'd be in the middle of gaming, playing WoW. I was raiding the other night, and the computer would just lock up. I'd still move the mouse, but the computer would just lock up. And then mining, it'd be mining, doing its thing, and then all of a sudden, I'm sleeping or I'm laying down, I'll see the screen light up as if somebody moved the mouse. And then it would turn back off, and in an hour or something later, the screen would come back on and somebody moved the mouse, but nobody's bought a computer. So it was, I don't think it was drivers, but I DDU, cleaned it up, and then went to the latest Nvidia drivers, and it seems to be working. But if you remember during live stream last week, Caffeine Crypto is a show that we do every Saturday, by the way. So any newcomers, I thank you for coming. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on what's going on. Last stream, it did the same thing. I locked up and I couldn't see myself moving. Apparently you guys could, and I was looking choppy or something like that. But I don't know what's going on. It's something graphical, but I don't think it's the GPU. I don't know if it's the drivers. So my apologies. Things a little bit off today. Didn't have my opening like I usually do. My stream starting soon. So I thank you for your patience. I do apologize. Hope you guys all having a great day. I do have some a quick announcement. But I want to say what's up to my guys here. Vitalik. What's up, man? Vitalik, my butyrate. Always with the smart ass comments. And yes, I did just curse. Crypto mining lifer, I appreciate you. You're always on Twitter helping me retweet or post stuff. I really appreciate it. Matter of fact, that reminds me, I forgot to retweet this morning about the live stream. Let's do a quick one here. My boys actually were just like, hey, don't you have a live stream? I did this before too. When I had special guests on, like Crypto Mikkel and Savage Mind, but I don't sleep in often. But when I do, I feel great. Alright, that's out. I gotta get the articles in. Savage Mind, thank you so much for stopping by. Jay Bohannon, Rapid Mining. Thank you for all the information you've been sharing on Discord. PCB guy, I'm happy you got some stuff last time. Max Voltage. And that is about it. Robert Hawkins. What's going on, man? And Swamp 7. Audio super low. Thank you, because Nvidia voice sucks. Alright, let's see if we can fix that. Let's see if we can fix that. What about now? Nope, still low. Alright, so we're going to do it through... Yeah, I think Red actually noticed this too with Nvidia voice. Let's see here. Nvidia, let's try 8, maybe? Low. Nope, still too low. Because it's trying to cut out the Noctua fans. Hello. It's still lowish. Man, what the heck? Hello? It's cutting out the Noctua fans that are really, really loud. And I'm afraid if I turn it off right now with Nvidia voice that you guys won't hear me at all. You can hear the fans now? Yeah. Alright. Let's see what happens now. See if it will still pick it up. You guys probably gonna hear the fans a lot higher. All right. Well, I think we're just gonna have to roll with it, unfortunately, because even though I turned it off, I think you guys are going to not only hear the fans, but I'm still gonna be too low. Hello. Yeah, still the meters are still jacked up. This is not how I wanted to start today's stream because I had an announcement. The Noctua fans, for some reason, with this ASRock board, are just ramping up. Anyway, it's really loud. No, I don't use webcam mic. Is that what it's picking up? Let's find out if that's what's picking up. Hello. There we go. There we go. Can you guys hear me a lot better now? The webcam mic should have been disabled. I don't know why Nvidia went to that. And then the signal strength for Nvidia voice. I don't know why I defaulted to that. It was some blue snowball yesterday. Because I installed new Nvidia drivers. Good to know. Every time you install new Nvidia drivers, it resets everything. Like sometimes it was set my default audio, my speakers, to go through my Spectre monitor rather than the Nvidia voice or through my normal speakers. So I guess that works. But I was up late last night trying to figure out why my computer was freezing. I installed new drivers, and I'm here, 22 people watching me mess up live at 12:08 in the afternoon. My apologies, guys. All right. So, anyways, let's see here. A lot of people are jumping in. I appreciate you guys. Jamie, Megabytes. Ooh, Megabytes Mining. What's up, man? Techman, B. Kelly, and Brenton. Wow. All right. So, the announcement that I had was that below me, you should see a join button. YouTube finally let me do that, but I had to get approval, which was pretty cool. What the basic gist is I seen that Hash Raptor and a lot of Voscoin and Red Panda Mining and everybody kind of has these join buttons, but everybody has it set for $4.99. I'm a small guy, but because of the support that's already been given to me, I've been able to at least, take some of the funds that I'm making off the channel and put it into a GPU or hardware or whatever. Speaking of which, I just got a 6800, not a 6800 XT or not the 6900 XT, but a 6800. Unfortunately, not where I would like to pay for it in price, but closer to MSRP than what's being sold at everybody else. So by joining the channel, those funds and the support that will be provided will be continued content. Now, everything else will be as it's been: how-to videos, tech tips, mining content, cryptocurrency content. It will always be like that. But for whoever signs up, there's various levels to what you would get. So check out the join function for various perks if you're interested in that. If you are at the highest level, you are definitely going to get some behind the scenes stuff that you may not normally be used to as far as what I produce, because there's a lot going on in my life, and I figured that the world, at least you guys, should be able to see what's going on, get updates as to what's going on and stuff like that. Savage Mind, I really hope that you are able to link up with me on February 6th. I'm not going to mention what's going to happen, but I really hope that you're able to. My boys are ready to go. Just a matter of getting it done. Got everything I need. Matter of fact, the PDU that I wanted came in. So
That should be fun. Well, not fun. It's gonna suck, but whatever. But yeah, channel is continuing to grow, and as it grows, I will continue to try to get more hardware, more stuff, more tech. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get into the ASIC area. I don't think I'm cool with that though. I really like GPUs and CPUs. That's what I really primarily care about. I don't care too much about ASICs. Yes, you can get an ASIC, especially some of the top of the line ones. Spend thousands of dollars and make ROI after X amount of time, but they're not my jam. I really don't care for them. FPGA would be nice, but good luck getting one of those or trying to find somebody that wants to sell it to you, or finding bit streams for that matter. So, Bitcoin's sitting around $32,000. It's been sitting around that for quite a few days now. I would say a few days. Let's see here. 37, 29th, 22nd, 23rd. And you can see this wedge that I had developed. I'm not a TA, I'm not an expert, not financial advice, but I felt like we were getting up to something and Bitcoin was going to do something. You can see that we bounced off of it, the top and bottom, and it was like we were right here on the 19th, and I was like, something's going to happen. Either we're going to go up or we're going to go down. Unfortunately, we went down, but a lot of FUD was being thrown around with this Bitcoin double spend that never happened. And if you watch some of the crypto traders, not the crypto miners, because I want to make sure that you understand there's a difference between the crypto miner scene and the crypto trader scene. Now, we do intercommunicate with each other sometimes, but the crypto miner scene is a lot more open and more helpful than the crypto trader scene. Traders do not want to provide all of their tips and tricks and stuff like that because that's how they make their money. But K-Dub was talking about this double spend FUD that was being spread as a way to get people to exit their positions while people bought back in and took the Bitcoin that they were selling. So we'll have to see how things go. Actually, I saw a question. Cam, what would you recommend? Is a 1200 watt PSU sufficient for 6 by 3060 Ti rig? Yeah. If you undervolt, yes, says Jamie. And I agree with that because all right. So situation with me was, remember I just told you that my computer would lock up, driver issue? You will, not like AMD, but Nvidia will still have driver issues. So if you can get the 3060 Ti down to 120 watts, which is where it should be or near, and we times that by 6, that's 720 watts. The reason why you would need a 1200 watt power supply is, let's say for example, we're gonna 1200 watts. We want to divide that by 80%, or excuse me, is it? I'm doing it the wrong way. It's times 960 watts. That's where you want to stay below. And some power supplies are more efficient than others. They'll be like, it's more efficient. If you look at the power supply chart for that spec or for that particular one, it would tell you where it's most efficient at, and you want to just get close to that number. But you won't get close to maxing out that 1200 watt power supply, and you more than likely be in its peak efficiency range, which will be beneficial to you in saving electricity as well. Very, very minute, but it would still be a benefit. But yeah, and it really depends on how you're connecting the cards, right? Like, are you going to be using SATA or Molex to power the risers, and then just the PCIe strands? Does it have enough PCIe strands? Are you going to split it? Because I have a video coming up, another how-to, because a lot of new people are coming into mining. That's why I've been trying to produce so much how-to, and I appreciate, again, the OGs hanging tight, because I know this is stuff they know. And I really appreciate some of you that may have commented or addressed someone else's questions, because I actually been getting hit up on Twitter as well. And I want you guys, because I posted it on Vostcoin, in my channel, in the description on certain videos. Just be patient. Some of these guys are gonna, some of the newcomers are gonna ask some really crazy questions or some really noob questions. Don't get mad just because they're asking new questions. I've seen that before when it comes to gaming community, but for the mining community, let's just be patient, invite them in, show them the ropes, and let them learn as we go through it. I don't want to push people away just because they asked a silly question. So Rabid Mining's helping out there too. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, guys. Just need some splitters. My buddy Crypto Miner Tips asked me what was a good splitter, but I think I gave him the wrong one. In my video description are all the components that I would recommend. Check it out for splitters and stuff like that, or cards or whatever. All right, so this Bitcoin double spend. Let's get into the news here. Oh man, I'm just now seeing the message where Nemesis. My bad, Nem. I don't think he's watching. My bad, man. Interest in Bitcoin double spend grew after recent news that Bitcoin network processed the same Bitcoin in 2 transactions. The very double spend scenario Bitcoin was significantly designed to prevent, except double spend didn't happen, at least not in traditional sense. The Bitcoin double spend media headline has certainly spooked investors, but it's a misunderstanding of how Bitcoin's network operates. In this case, a chain reorganization of one block occurred, which is a fairly common occurrence, says Jason Lau of OKC or OK Coin Exchange. I can't talk today. Put it another way, no Bitcoin was double spent because no new coins were added to the Bitcoin supply. Instead, the same coin from the same wallet were registered in 2 different blocks during a typical split in the Bitcoin's blockchain. The reason for this does not qualify as a double spend is because only one of these transactions, the one recorded on the Bitcoin's longest blockchain history, is considered valid by the network, while the Bitcoin in the other transaction cannot be spent because the network does not consider it valid. And you can see that, on that day, January 21st, there was a lot of misinformation being spread, and the people were trying to no, stop, no, and it just kept going. It was nuts. I was watching it, but I didn't. The only thing I posted was a post on my channel, and I think I retweeted something. What is a Bitcoin block reorganization? Due to the distributed and highly competitive nature of Bitcoin mining pools from time to time, the same block time to time mine the same block simultaneously and thus cause a split in the blockchain history. When this happens, both blocks will have miners add on to them until one history wins over the other. Let's say, for instance, mining pool A and mining pool B mine a block at the same time, resulting in 2 different blockchain histories, version A and version B. Going forward, all other miners will have to choose which version of the chain to build on. Let's say the miner who finds the next block in the sequence chooses to build on version A. Then afterward, the next 2 or 3 or more miners decide to build on version B. Version B ultimately wins out as more miners choose to mine on that transaction history. This was the case at block 666,833, wherein 2 blocks were spawned by separate mining pools and 1 block reorganization. The above scenario is why Satoshi Nakamoto said in the white paper that a transaction should only be considered final after it has 6 confirmations. So Bitcoin did what it was supposed to do, but a lot of FUD was being spread and people started believing it. And honestly, that FUD being spread was beneficial to who? the people trying to get in or spread any FUD to buy your coins at a lower price. That's why, I would say most miners are hodlers, but not all miners are hodlers, right? Because you want to sell your crypto to get new hardware, upgrade your mining rigs, what have you. But people who are mining it, they may just be mining it for the fiat currency to get paid out and stuff like that right now. But most of them are mining it because they believe in blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, and various projects or cryptos as a whole. And so for those that just held steady and continued to mine, continued to, not dump with the rest of the people, that was a good thing. Just now, keep this in mind. As new miners come on, I want you to know this. Everybody's looking at the dollar value, right? Whatever your currency is and whatever country it is, everybody's looking at the dollar value. I want you to understand this, okay? It's not about the dollar value. What it is about, because I had to explain this to my mom, is how much crypto, right? So look at the number of Satoshis you have in your wallet. Look at the number of Satoshis you have in your wallet. Look at that number. Whether Bitcoin goes up or down, that number is always the same, right? What it's valued at is what determines, right? What we value Bitcoin at as the world is what raises the price or drops it. If one person that's a whale values it at only 20,000, he's going to want to push it down. So he's going to short sell or do some option trades and try to push it down so he can get it closer to that $20,000. But if we believe Bitcoin's valued higher and we just keep DCAing in, what's going to happen is it doesn't matter if Bitcoin takes a dip. We're adding and accumulating more Satoshis. It's all about the sats. So you just keep accumulating sats. Bitcoin's value, I believe, is undervalued and in today's time. But who's to tell you what 2025 is going to bring? So it's just a matter of looking. Stop worrying about the dollar value. I know that's important, again, when you're trying to sell, maybe buy a new GPU or a new motherboard. But it's all about the sats, the number of Satoshis you own. Now, because... Wow, Emmanuel, thank you, man. Nice. Cool. This is new to me. I appreciate it. I like it. You got the Mimblewimble grin. As memberships go on, and the longer you are signed up for, you actually see that your icon will change. But anyways, just be careful as misinformation gets spread and FUD gets spread online. This will happen in cryptocurrency. The biggest thing right now for YouTubers is scammers. If you guys watch my videos, first off, I appreciate you. I hope you subscribe. But some of these videos, and more on the popular people, right? We have people posting, don't mind, invest. Hit up somebody, Telegram, WhatsApp, whatever. Those scams are becoming more and more popular as Bitcoin gets more attention. All right, let me check chat real quick. You guys were helping each other out. Cool. Dan to Dane, what's up, man? Good morning or afternoon to wherever you are at. Chancoin, you're like one of my favorites because you've been very helpful in the Discord and providing information to people, so I really appreciate it. Giveaway. Get out of here. Savage. Come on, man. Come on, Savage. Thank you for signing up. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining the membership. Now, do not spend money unless you guys have it, all right? It's only $2 for the entry level, but don't spend money if you don't have it. This is just going to help support the channel so that way I can continue to bring you guys content, stuff like that, because I do have a full-time job, and I'm doing my best to try to basically get everything squared away in my life. Take care of my boys, their schooling, my wife, work, and somehow fit you guys into my life. And I really appreciate all the support you've given me. So 3 reasons why Bitcoin abruptly dropped by 7.4% overnight. The price of Bitcoin declined steeply overnight, and this is going off of the date on this? The 20th. So that would be right here. So this drop, we were before the 20th began, we were around 37,000, and then we dropped by the end of the 20th to the lowest we got was 33. And then we dropped even further. Now we count from there. Let's go back to close to the all-time high. Actually, let's go to the all-time high. So almost at 42,000. We got all the way back down to 28. And this 28 area right here that we hit would have been a really good opportunity to buy. And I did. That night, I literally texted my mom. I was like, Mom, buy some Bitcoin right now. Do it. And she did. And so we're ahead now, but we're DCAing in. Okay. Not only am I mining it, but I'm dollar cost averaging in. Every now and then, get paid $10, $20, what have you. Holy smokes. What are you guys doing? I just started this. Thank you. Thank you, PCB guy. Vitalik, Mabuterin. Come on. I appreciate you guys. Red Panda Mining. Thank you. Yeah, YouTube gave me the option, so I added the join feature. So I really appreciate you guys joining up, becoming members. There are some perks for memberships. There's going to be some behind the scenes stuff, some status updates, as well as, just some basic, shout outs. Appreciating you guys joining up and stuff like that. Good morning, Red. So this show, by the way, if anybody that's new watching right now, this show goes on before Red Panda Mining. He has a crypto mining rig showcase that he does every month. Great community he has. And we go on live before he does, and we do a nice little raid over there to go hang out with them and look at some pretty fantastic rigs. There's a lot of people in the mining community that want to share pictures of their mining rigs. Actually, it's a really good idea that Red Panda came up with. So his community shares it, and I'm sure that if you go check it out after the show, that you might actually want to start sharing your rigs. All right, guys. All right, I appreciate you, Tech Man. Wow. Yeah, instead of doing one level, I wanted to do multiple so that way you guys have multiple opportunities, because I don't know about you, but I got enough reoccurring bills. All right, so anyways, this article was on the 20th. So think of this in that mindset. The price of Bitcoin dropped sharply from 37.8K to 35 overnight, liquidating 572 million worth of cryptocurrency future positions. There are 3 major reasons why the price of Bitcoin declined steeply in the past 12 hours. The reasons are overheated derivatives market, growing doubt in the market, and the lack of upside volatility. Derivatives market were overheated before the correction. Before the pullback occurred, Bitcoin derivatives market was extremely overheated. The futures funding rate was hovering around 0.1%, which is 10 times higher than the average 0.01%. The futures funding rate is a mechanism that achieves balance in the futures market by incentivizing long or short contract holders based on the market sentiment. If there are more long contracts or buyers in the market, then the funding rate turns positive. If it becomes positive, then the buyers have to compensate short sellers with a portion of their contracts every 8 hours and vice versa. Almost all major cryptocurrencies saw their funding rate spike to around 0.1% to 0.3%, which meant the market was extremely over leveraged. When the market is this overcrowded, the likelihood of a long squeeze increases, which could cause many futures contracts to get liquidated in a short period. So here's a chart. Again, if you want some good TA, there's a lot of good people and crypto traders out there. I'm not a TA expert, but I understand the fundamentals. I like to look at a chart, see what we're doing, see what's going on, and then kind of go from there. And right now, all I can say is there's a chance that we'll continue to go up. I have a feeling we will go up more than we go down, but we need to go down and trade sideways for a while. That's what's giving Ethereum its chance to come back up, right? Because when Bitcoin dropped, it took Ethereum and most of the cryptocurrencies with it. But Ethereum has been on a tear. And speaking of which, 3 reasons why Ethereum has been rising faster than Bitcoin in 2021. If you're new to the crypto mining scene or new to this channel, Ethereum is what most of the miners are mining right now. Not all the miners are mining it, but what most of them are mining it. Because it is the most profitable cryptocurrency to mine. Hence the reason why a little thing called EIP 1559 is so concerning to the mining community. We really, as miners, have supported the Ethereum network for such a long time that if you take away the opportunity to earn the block reward or a percentage of that block reward, as well as the fees, because fees are pretty high because of projects like DeFi and stuff like that, then that kind of hits into our net profit. And before I go into this article, I will check chat, but I just want to show you guys this, right? So say we have 63080s and we have calculate on what to mine. What to mine in most of these calculators are just estimations, but look at Ethereum, right? We can average with 63080s right now. Let's do Red Panda because Red Panda has 3080s. Let's go balling. Let's go balling. All right. That would net you about 52.63 or $52 a day before electric or 48 after electric at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Look at the next project down. Firo, which is ironic because in an article here coming here shortly, they took a hit, but it looks like it not a big hit. People still believe in the project as a whole. But it you know, that's almost a $10 difference. Almost a $10 difference going from Ethereum to another project. So if Ethereum profitability goes down because the miners aren't getting paid as much, you know, a lot of people are worried, like, what am I going to do? What, you know, I'm going to miss out on opportunity, yada, yada, yada. I think it would still be profitable. It just won't be as profitable. So it'll be more along the lines of where these coins are. But either way, I'm against it. And I voted against it. Whether or not, you know, the rest of the community is going to decide yay or nay. Because I understand why traders and developers would like to have it. But as miners, we don't want to have it. And I'm not an expert on it. But last video, I did mention an expert. Red Panda Mining did a great video on it. Voscoin did a great video on it. So you have to check those out. I've been asked to make an EIP 1559, but we'll see. We'll see if I even get to it because I've been really busy. So a couple more people signed up here, and I do appreciate that. Lou Adam and Swamp7, thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys signing up for the membership. I'm gonna do my best to keep you happy. We got a lieutenant, specialist, techie. Nice. Yeah, military ranks. I'm sorry about that. I'm military raised too. Savage Mind knows. All right, so let's see what you guys are saying. Hello from Wisconsin. What's up, Nathaniel? Thank you for stopping by. Anthony Ryan. Did I talk about the airdrops yet? No. Nathaniel just finished his first week of mining. Congrats. Holy crap. Whale alert is in here. I don't think it's the same whale alert, but I've seen him before. He or she. I don't know. I'm sorry. So, Adam or Anthony, which airdrop are you talking about? Are you talking about the one that Voss was talking about? Which project airdrop are you referring to? Because I was not planning on talking about it. But if you give me a name, Savage Mind, do some quick research, send me a link. Ooh, Vitalik's got a good question. What do you think about transacting and running full nodes over Tor versus ClearNet for increased privacy reasons only? I would use Tor. And it would increase your anonymity or your privacy. It certainly would do that. Let's see. Do you add on to it? Yeah, transacting and running a full node over Tor would definitely increase your anonymity and your privacy. So that's I think a lot of people do use that. With Pharaoh, payouts from pools and exchange wallets have been affected, says Max Voltage. So something did happen. So I mean, even though it's still profitable, something did get happen. I think didn't they pause payouts? They stopped payouts, right, Max Voltage? Or like anything to pull out of your exchange wallet or whatever? Any good news on EIP 1559, says Chancoin. And Max Vulture says anything about that? Let's see. Nope, he hasn't said anything about that. He needs to get permission. All right. Well, Max Voltage will communicate offline or through Discord. And he did say they did stop payouts, no confirmation, stuff like that. So Firo Project got hit by a 51% attack this week. Savage Mind did a really great job of covering that this week, by the way. He did a live video, or I think he did a live stream about it. And yeah, Firo is a project I don't think a lot of people support, but I was mining on it for quite a while. I do have a bag, and it sucks that they got hit. Click ETH change block reward to 2. What block are we on? You're going to have to show me the link. Because there's so much information out there. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Rapid Mining. Oh, on what to mine for rewards. Click ETH. Okay. To show the change block reward to show difference. Block reward. Oh. Not much of a difference. God, I cannot think. Blockchain's still doing, or the network hash rate's doing good. Where's that thing that Red normally looks at? That shows each block payout. Oh, I don't even know what this site is. Get out. Get out. Get out. Don't click it. So we know that the block reward is around 2 to 3, but where's that page that Red Panda normally uses that shows the block reward and like the fees calculated for each block? The gas. Gas is down right now. Okay, but where's Ether? Yeah, it's Etherscan. But I want to see the view that Red normally sees. I'm looking at it wrong. Transactions. Where is it? Doing it right now. Link it. Max voltage, link it. View transactions. That's just spent. Pending view blocks. There it is, view blocks. All right. So let's see here. 3.1, 2.9, 3.3, 3.3, 3. So 3. Well, we've been getting 3 a lot lately. There's 2, 2.9. We got a 16 in the a couple 30s earlier. Not recently, but a couple days ago. So imagine if this goes down and we just get 2, period. We lose all that transaction fee. There's a 4. That's the highest I've seen so far. 4.3, 4.4. You know what? Let's go to last. 5 Ether. Back in the day. Yeah. 2004. 5 Ether. Yeah, that's his transaction fee chart. Highest we ever saw was I can't zoom in on that. Anyways, it's a problem because miners are going to get paid less because they're not going to be able to get the transaction fee. The transaction fee is going to be burned. So nobody's going to get it, which is stupid to me. We'll have to see. Yeah, Nathaniel, there's a lot of stuff that's better than Nice Hash. The only reason that video I put out is because a lot of beginners like to use a GUI, a graphic user interface. I prefer my computer just locked up. This is what I'm talking about. It drives me nuts. I can't figure out why it's doing it. So Nathaniel, I have a folder with all my miners in it. Various miners from G Miner, T-Rex Miner, LOL Miner, Phoenix Miner, so on and so forth. You got to get it from official sources. I did an awesome miner, or I did a video that's coming out soon on how to mine Ethereum, but it's going to show you the basics of like getting the miner, where to go, and stuff like that. But yeah, you definitely want to let me know if you guys can hear me and see me because YouTube and my computer just locked up, and I'm not sure if we're talking to each other. Are we still froze, Robert? Yeah, I'm using Corsair MP600. I'm good now. Yeah. The only thing that I changed was the 12 terabyte hard drive that I put in. I'm gonna have to tear down my whole computer and put everything back together. I did have to rewire some stuff, but the only thing I changed was adding the 12 terabyte Seagate hard drive, and now I'm having this issue. Okay. On what to mine, you can click enable above the block rewards. Enable above the block rewards. Enable above the block rewards. Okay. Change it to 2 to see the effect. That's what he was talking about. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's go back and get the hash rate real quick. So 732 1840 732 1840. Okay, cool. So right now per day 49.41 in fiat 53.8. Enable, change it to 2. 32. Wow. So that's a $10 difference. So yeah, it will put it, that's what I was talking about. It will put it around where the other coins are. So if Ethereum, if EIP 1559 happened, then it would bring it down to where these other coins, Fero, Conflux, Eternity, all the other coins, profitability is. That's a huge difference. So do you want EIP 1559 to go through as a miner? No. Maybe as a trader? Yeah, because they don't care. They don't care. They're still going to trade Ethereum. So it's quite unfortunate. But 3 reasons. Let's just continue because my show's already getting jacked up because of my poor hardware and everything else. I'm going to have to rebuild this computer this week, but I got to do it soon rather than later. Because I'm getting tired of this lockup. I'm going to have to just, I don't know. 3 reasons why Ethereum has been rising faster than Bitcoin's price in 2021. We know Ethereum's been outperforming Bitcoin. That's no secret. The price of Ethereum, the native cryptocurrency of Ethereum blockchain network, has been soaring since the beginning of the new year. What's more, it's outperformed Bitcoin since January 1st, gaining 81% compared to Bitcoin's 26% in their respective USD pairs. There are 3 main reasons why Ethereum has been outpacing Bitcoin throughout the past several days. The factors are Ethereum's accelerated growth, the improving sentiment around DeFi, and Bitcoin's current period of relatively low volatility. Ethereum is seeing rapid growth fueled by DeFi. DeFi is really, it took off, fees went crazy, we were getting great payouts, it settled down, but DeFi is still a very promising space. There's still a lot of people using, for example, Uniswap and stuff like that to make transactions. They're doing yield farming. That's a big thing on DeFi. I don't really care for it too much, but there's all kinds of various tokens that you can get. And what I mean by yield farming is, like Wrap BTC, Wrap Ether, so on and so forth. You're staking or applying X tokens to get X back, and then you start to farm the transaction fees in the DeFi space. And so that's fueling, and there's all kinds of other apps out there that people are attracted to in the DeFi space, but the DeFi market is getting a little bit stable because we had a lot of, we first had the big run up, everybody's going crazy, getting good payouts and fees and stuff like that, but we had scams. Again, we got these bad apples that like to rip off people and do an exit scam, get all the money and do an exit scam. And because it's very hard to regulate something like that, it's not much that people could do. Some, I think, were arrested, the scam artists, but it's very hard to, point to somebody and be like, you scam me, depending on the project and what they did. Max Vultures, take care, bud. Thank you for stopping by. So what would the tips be? So Max Voltage and Savage said there would still be tips, but what would the tips be? What is the average tip? There will be tips. Guessing about 25% of the transaction fee will be tips. Okay, so 25% of the transaction fee will be tips. Then let's say 2.25. Calculate. I gave us $4 back. So it'd still be probably more profitable than most of the projects that are out here. But Is it going to be as big of a hit as everybody's suspecting? I don't know. That's why I said I'm not an expert. Bits be tripping, Red Panda Mining, Voscoin, a lot of others can provide more insight on the EIP 1559. I haven't been in the dev meetings. I haven't been listening or anything like that because I don't have the time to, unfortunately. But we know Ethereum's picking up. We know popularity is growing. The rising number of users shown and the massive uptick in Ethereum gas fees show that people are utilizing dApps, utilizing Ethereum, utilizing DeFi, and that's going to continue to grow. And these devs are trying to mitigate the impact, so to speak, of all of this. Okay, this is an interesting sentence here, right here. Ethereum networks effect and combined value of DeFi protocols on Ethereum make it less likely that Ethereum's dominance in the DeFi sector would be challenged in the short term. So nobody's challenging Ethereum in the DeFi space. They're joining them in the DeFi space, but nobody's challenging Ethereum in the DeFi space. Decentralized finance is what it stands for, by the way, if nobody knows. I'm sure most of you do. Transaction chart. Number of transactions are rising. You know, ever since the 2018 all-time high, there's your transactions. We surpassed that recently, and we're kind of setting new milestones with Ethereum right now. I don't think anybody that I know is going to be selling, but so rapid mining, what would the 25% tip be? Give me a number so I can put it in here. Because if the average is 3, right? We're supposed to be getting 2 per block, but the average is 3. 25% of 1 is 0.25, right? No idea. Okay. Well, I mean, if it's 3, like, you know, 3, let's say 3.77 times 25%. That doesn't work. It's still almost 1 Ethereum. 25% of that is. Well, we got to do 1.77 times 25%. Damn it. So 2, that automatically goes off because we're already getting paid 2. So then we want to do 0.25. So 44. So 244. Enable 244. Yeah, either way, it really depends on the fees. If we're getting a percentage of those fees, then it's going to drop down from where it currently is. You know, like a 3080 is bringing you, 3080s is bringing you around $50 or more a day. It could drop down to 45 before electric or 40 after electric, or all the way down to 32, 36, somewhere in there. So it is going to be a dip. It's still going to keep Ethereum more profitable than most of these projects, but it's going to put it in that ballpark, so to speak. So, you know, say it would drop between Sphero and Conflux, or whatever other token decides to make a run up. By the way, there's a segment that I do every month, what the most profitable cryptocurrencies to mine for the month of January, February, March, so on and so forth. We did it throughout the year of 2020. I will continue to do it throughout this year of 2021. But let's talk about Sphero real quick, because that is the second most profitable cryptocurrency according to this chart right now. It may not be profitable for AMD cards and so on and so forth, but it suffered a 51% attack On Wednesday, Fear revealed that the protocol had come under the attack, advised holders to pause all transactions until the network returns to a normal state, which is what Max Vultures was talking about. So withdrawals and trading were paused during this time, and I think it still is. I'm not sure. The attack reportedly came to light when users reported the previous confirmed transactions had become unconfirmed. This was apparently the result of a blockchain reorganization attack initiated by the attacker. According to Binance CEO CZ, the blockchain reorg resulted in the rollback of 306 blocks. Details of the attack shared by the team members on the project's Telegram group showed the attack orphaned confirmed transactions from the previous day. At the time of publishing, the Firo team says the attack has stopped, commenting the economic cost of the attack. Let's see here. Exchanges are the ones at a loss as the attacker had deposited funds which have now been reversed because of the 51% attack. We are still working on the exchanges to resolve the matter, or we're still working with. From what we know at the moment, both Binance and IDODAX were affected. And this happened, this is what I was talking about, Savage Mind did a video on this. This happened after a recent show, I guess you could say, where they were talking about Firo, the project, and what's going on. Firo runs on the MTP algorithm, Merkle Tree Protocol algorithm, which is, supposed to be ASIC resistant, stuff like that, but it is susceptible to these attacks because of such a low network hash rate. And I know we're about ready to get over to Red Panda Mining, but let me show you guys this real quick. So the network hash rate right now is 10.82 gigahash. And that's not much compared to some of the other coins that are out there or available. I think Savage Mind said something about, well, he saw 512 something. And so when the network hash rate's low, it makes it more susceptible, but you can't use nice hash to buy hashing power to do it. So the attack was either done with their own machines or warehouse hardware or renting hash power on mining rig rentals, which I doubt because there's not enough people mining MTP on mining rig rentals. You get a lot, but not enough, in my personal opinion, to do a 51% attack. But yeah, ever since that happened, the price of Firo is down 12% in the last 24 hours. Let's see where it's at right now. So you see this big drop, and it's still above where it was, riding the high of Bitcoin, but Firo isn't as popular as some of the other coins that are out there. So I don't think too many in the crypto world were worried about it. I care about it because it was a project. It is a project that I like, but as far as the attack, it's not too much of an issue. Here's a really good video that I wanted you guys to check out when you have a chance. I'm gonna link it in the description. I'm not gonna play it for you guys because we gotta get ready to go over to Red Panda Mining. But it says which RTX 3060 to buy and avoid. 49 cards compared: Asus, EVGA, MSI, Gigabyte, so on and so forth. I'm adding it to the description right now because I don't know who O-Tech is, but I like this video because I want you to utilize it to understand what's a good card for you to get as far as mining when you look at the performance of these cards when it comes to gaming. So check that out when you get a chance. Let's go jump over to Red Panda Mining's YouTube video. I do apologize that I had so many issues this morning. I'm so sorry, guys. Ooh, that was loud. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I got to figure out what's going on with my computer, why it's locking up, all that stuff. But definitely check out the links in the description. Thank you so much for everybody that joined the SerpentX Special Forces community. Just call me Serpent, just call me Vega, or whatever if you're referencing me in anything. And X Special Forces is, well, my name. Serpent X Special Forces. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more updates. For all the people that are members, you'll get perks, and I'll do my best to appease you. So I hope everybody has a great day. Any last minute questions before Red comes on in 10 seconds? Yeah, that's what Savage, that's what I was meaning. A private farm, a warehouse farm. All right, you guys are all doing good. All right, cool deal. Again, my apologies for the bumbling at the beginning. You guys take care. Let's go hang out with Revit Panda Mining. Let them know I sent you over. #SerpentRaid. And I will see you guys later.